Hey y'all, it's been quite some time, but I am back doing my wig making vlogs. Y'all, it's been a while. Trying to think if I want to get into the reason or not. I guess it's more so just trying to figure out what I want to do with my time. Because being a business owner plus a content creator here on YouTube and on TikTok and trying to work on my health and fitness and having a personal life, and it's just so much to balance that YouTube always is on the back burner. But YouTube is a really good source of income for me, or it was a good source of income, but because I haven't been posting, y'all, that money went all the way down, all the way down. Um, but also, I feel like in this season of my life, I really need to just focus. And I'm not gonna lie, my main focus right now is my health and my fitness. So I've been working on going to the gym and all of that good stuff. And yeah, so wig making content, YouTube content, all of that is not a priority for me. But because I have to make wigs, and I haven't even been promoting my wig business at all lately, but I still get orders. So because I'm not going to shut down my business, I'm not going to stop that income from coming in, and I was making these wigs anyway, I was like, let's just create content for YouTube. I already have to edit my fitness content for TikTok on Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays. So I was like, what would one video for the week for YouTube be? So that's why I'm back to making this video. But that was a long explanation. I'm supposed to be explaining to y'all what I'm doing in the video. That way y'all can get some value from this video. So basically what you guys saw was that I needed to adjust the size of the cap because it had extra fabric. So I folded it up, I pinned it down, and then I got my needle and thread ready. I stitched that extra fabric down, and now my wig cap is prepped for me to start making wigs at the sewing machine. In this vlog, I'm only working on 3 wigs. The other 2 caps I was able to prep. I went live on Instagram and I showed those on Instagram Live. But right now, I am going to be stitching down a U-part wig. I had a customer and she sent in her bundles. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. It's not funny, but life be happening. So my P.O. box, y'all, I don't know what happened, but my P.O. box ended up being closed out. And the post office was giving me a hard time about reopening it. And this client that sent in these bundles, she was emailing me because she was interested in providing her own hair for a wig, which is a service that I offer. And what she did was she mailed in her bundles first before she paid for the service. And when she was ready to pay, she emailed me and she was like, I don't see the service on the website. Mind you, I had literally like the day before, I removed the service from my website because that's when I realized like my P.O. box is closed. Like, what the heck? So I didn't have time to like send out emails or make like an announcement on my website or anything about it. I only had enough time to just quickly go to my Shopify store and remove the item from my Shopify store. Anything, any product or service that I have that would require somebody to send something in, I just drafted all of those products from my Shopify store. Oh, y'all, look at the stitch work. Look at the stitch work. Look at the stitch. Ooh, look at the inside of that cap. Beautiful. Okay, I'm moving on to the next week, but back to the story. So I removed it from my website. That way nobody have to send nothing in to avoid the problem. But she had already sent her hair in. And then the post office telling her that I need to go there to pick it up and send it back. And I'm telling my customer, like, the post office, like, they closed my account. I can't go pick it up. But long story short, it ended up being resolved. And just like for customer service purposes, I ended up making that wig for free. I told her, like, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. You know, it was crazy how it happened, like how everything happened. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. And because of the inconvenience, I'ma just do it for free. So it worked out. It worked out, thank God. And I didn't mind. It's just a service. All I had to do was construct the wig, wash it, and straighten it for her and ship it out. It would be a whole different story if I had to provide the hair too, because then, you know, I would be out way more money for something like that. But yeah, y'all, that was a quick little story time. Right now, I'm just continuing to construct a wig. This is the Bria wig on my website. When it comes to making wigs on the sewing machine, y'all, I know I probably make it look easy if you're a beginner, but practice really makes perfect. Once you learn how to use these sewing machine, once you learn how to use it, and there are free tutorials from all of the sewing machine companies. Okay, y'all look at the stitch work. Look at the stitch work. There are free tutorials from all of the sewing machine companies that teach you how to use a sewing machine for free. Once you learn how to use a sewing machine, when it comes to making wigs, all you got to do is stitch hair on 10 lines, and that's it. You're done. 10 rows. Well, it usually is anywhere between 8 to about 15 rows, depends on how you space your rows apart, but that's it. 10 rows. When I go live on Instagram, I will go live constructing a wig, and I count down the rows. I'd be like, all right, y'all, we just completed row 1. All right, y'all, we just completed row 2. All right, y'all, we just completed row 3. And that way they can see, like, oh, okay, if I learn how to stitch just one row, then I can stitch the entire wig. So yes, I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if that helps anybody, me saying that or not. Also, y'all, I completely discounted all of my courses, and I plan on keeping it that way. I don't know why I ever. Oh, I'm supposed to be explaining to y'all what's going on in the video. I'm sorry. I'm clipping my fingernail, y'all, because my fingernail, it kept, like, I had like a slit or a cut in my fingernail, and it kept snagging on the wig cap and on the hair bundles. And I ain't want to like rip no hole in the wig cap or whatever, because my fingernails be real sharp. So sometimes you gotta clip your fingernails when you making wigs, or when you doing people hair or your own hair. You gotta clip them fingernails. So that's what I was showing you. But back to what I was saying. I don't know what it was around 2020. Me charging over $1,000 for a wig course. I definitely feel like I'm worth $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. I believe I'm worth all of that. But that was never my purpose. My purpose was to help as many people as possible. Yes, to get paid, but I always wanted to make it affordable, because when I started my business with $35. I had to start with what I had. I was struggling, and I took those $35 and I flipped it and I flipped it and I flipped it. So I always wanted to reach back and help people in similar situations that I had been in. How could I help them if my wig course was $1,000 something? So I decided to discount it. Sorry to my previous students. I be feeling so bad because they had to pay so much money for it, but I discounted it. So my wig course is now at $100, and I plan on keeping it that way. And then I recently dropped a course that just covers hairlines. So plucking, bleaching knots, and getting a hairline nice and flat, and baby hairs. My updated tutorials and methods for that. I just dropped a course called Flawless Hairlines, and it's only $35. It will not be any higher than $35. So that's something y'all interested in. If y'all interested in any of my courses, it's in the description box. But what I'm doing right now in the video, I set up my bootleg drying station because I'm no longer in my old apartment with that big old balcony, and I can't air dry my wigs outside. So all of my wigs get washed. I wash all of the wigs because they make the styling process easier, but also because I have to bleach the knots and rinse out the bleach anyways. So while I'm doing that, I might as well just wash the entire wig. So I do wash all of my wigs. I construct them, I wash them, and then I have them over here on my bootleg drying station, okay? We got the splat mat down. If you got toddlers or like babies, you already know what the splat mat is. You put it up under the high chairs. Then I have a raggedy wig stand that don't barely work. And then I have my wigs and I just let it hang up on the wig stand overnight, and I use a fan to help get it dry. Now I am using my wig maker notebook. Okay, I jot down all of my orders in that notebook. Yes, I receive all of my orders on my Shopify website. Um, and yes, Shopify keeps all of the order details for me, but I don't want to have to keep opening up the Shopify app, trying to figure out what order it is, read through the order, and I don't like all that back and forth. So that's why I created that notebook. So all I have to do is just open up my notebook, turn to the page, and I can see all of my customer details there. So I used the book to figure out what size canvas head to put it on, like what size wig caps, how I gotta style it, all that good stuff. So yeah, it comes in handy. Now this is the U part wig for my customer, and I put some heat protectant serum on it. I'm blowing it out, and then I'm just going to straighten it to get it nice and flat as my client requested. When it comes to hot tools, I've realized that all of them pretty much work the same. Whether I got them like from Marshalls for like $25, $30, or whether I went to Sally's and got them for 80, 90, $100, they pretty much all work the same. But this flat iron, yeah, this flat iron by Babyliss, these were the Babyliss titanium pro flat irons. They came in a set, that size I'm using there, in a smaller size. It came in a set from Sally's. It was on sale, maybe like 80, $90 or something like that. Y'all, them flat irons are the truth. Those are the truth. Better than any flat iron I've ever had. So when it comes to all other hot tools, like curling wands, curlers, and curling irons in general, hot combs, I have not seen a difference from the cheap ones to the more expensive ones. But those particular flat irons, those are the truth. I'll see if I can find a link for them, and I'll post it down below. But like I said, I did get mine from Sally's when they were on sale. Y'all, look at the hairline. Look at the hairline. So cute. It's so cute. Okay, y'all see it. With this particular wig, I cut some layers in it. Oh, I got another story. So with the Bria wig, it was never meant to be on my website. What happened was, after I had moved into this apartment, I had a lot of like random bundles of hair, and I was really trying to declutter, so get rid of all of like these random mixed bundles that I had. But also I was trying to make a little extra money too, because yeah, I don't have to explain that part. So I had put together the wig, the Bria wig, and y'all, it was never, I don't know, like I got like, I don't know, I was just creating stuff. I had curled it. It wasn't even curling like it was supposed to curl. And I don't know, I made it work. I put it up on the website. Oh, this was actually it was before I moved. It wasn't after I moved. It was prior to me moving. But I just, combed it out. I made it work. And I put it on my website as ready to ship, and it was discounted. I probably sold it for like $100 or something like that, $125, something like that. And tell me why everybody and their mama kept requesting that wig. Everybody and their mama kept requesting that wig. So I put it back on the website because I'm like, if I made it once, I can make it again. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna come back to it, y'all, because y'all seen I just curled that wig up. I'm gonna have to revisit that wig again. But anywho, that wig was never supposed to be on the website, but so many people requested it, so I added it back, and then it's just having to recreate it has been like a lot harder than I thought it would be. So I don't know. I might remove it from my website until I'm able to figure it out exactly how I want it. But anywho, so this is a kinky curly wig. I had a customer order 26 inches of it. Of course, the closure is 20 inches long because my vendors still only go up to 20 inches for the closure. She wanted 3 baby hairs. It's gonna be so cute. When it comes to kinky curly wigs, for the most part, if you're a wig maker, because I assume that if you're a wig maker, you're probably watching this because you have a wig business, or maybe you aspire to be a wig maker and you aspire to have a wig business. One of the things you're gonna run into with people, y'all see how big this hair is right now? Okay. People do not understand that curly hair is big hair. Curly hair is big hair. Especially kinky curly. Especially afro kinky curly. So people get these curly wigs and don't know what to do with them. They get confused. They always like, how do I make it look wet all the time? How could it look wet? How could it look like super wet and super curly all day long? It can't. It can't. It won't. It won't. It's not. It's not, because that's not what it is. This is kinky curly. This is kinky curly. It's gonna get kinky. It's gonna grow throughout the day. You can put water on it in the morning, and by night it's gonna be big. You're just gonna have to be able to stick with the maintenance and keep up with the maintenance. Okay, you're gonna have to spray it down with some water every day. Me, I spray it down with water every 3 days because I like big hair, which is why I get curly hair, because curly hair is big hair. But that is something that you're going to run into when you are dealing um, with customers that order kinky curly hair. For some reason in their mind, they feel like curly hair isn't supposed to be big. It gets big. But y'all, look at the U part wig. It came out so cute. The construction is cute. The wig combs are on there perfectly. The hair is nice and straight. I am basically getting that packaged up and ready to go. All of my custom packaging, y'all, I ran out of my custom packaging and I have not purchased it since I've ran out of it. Custom boxes. The last time I got custom boxes, I paid either 2,000 or 3,000 or something in between for them custom boxes. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. Why? Because people just gonna throw them away. Yeah, they just gonna throw them away. Um, Satin bags. I am gonna order some more satin bags. I just haven't gotten the chance to do them, so I've been using those organza bags. You can get like 100 of them from Amazon, like $20 or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's very affordable on Amazon. But anywho, y'all, so this is the wig that we revisiting. This is the Bria wig on my website. Now I gotta go to my website and make sure this the Bria wig for real, because I've been telling y'all this the Bria wig. This might have a whole different name on my website. Oh, no. Okay, this is Bria. So the curls were really nice, y'all. The back of this wig real nice and full of body. But it just wasn't matching up to the image that was on my website. Y'all see, look at that. It looked like a fresh roller set. The issue was when I combed out that front, y'all gonna see the front just wouldn't, it, the curls like curled, it wasn't going in the right direction in the front. and it pissed me off a little bit. It pissed me off because right now the wig is giving first lady, but it ain't supposed to be giving first lady like this. So I went in and I got my wine curls because originally this wig is curled with wine curls, but for some reason I decided to use my flat irons because they was already heated up and on the table. I'm like, I'm gonna just curl it with my flat irons because I can do flat iron curls. But no, Ebony, stick to what you did the first time you made the wig and all the other times you made the wig. So I had to go back and wand curl the entire wig and add a little bit more layers so we can get that front laying the way it's supposed to lay. And yeah, I ended up adding wand curls throughout the entire wig. Look, y'all see. And I still use the comb and combed it out because the style is combed out on my website. But yeah, we got it looking right the way it's supposed to look right. For the kinky curly wig, because I don't know, I ended up getting a box and I shipped out the kinky curly wig in a box because the last time I had a customer spend over $500 or more on a wig, she got mad because it wasn't in the box. She left a review on my website saying that I no longer care about my customers because I ran out of my custom boxes and I sent it in a poly mailer, the USPS poly mailers. Like, if that wasn't the biggest reach, so you thought that I don't care about my customers because do you know how much them boxes cost? Them custom boxes? Do you know the financial difficulties I faced last year? Do you know I lost my child last year? Like, do you know the medical bills and stuff? Like, people don't be taking stuff like that into account when they say stuff like that. Like, it was so hurtful when I read that comment because how dare you say I don't care about my customers because I didn't send it in a box and I sent it in a poly mailer. So I was like, let me just send this one in a box because this wig costs more than the other wigs. So I got a box and I just put it in a box. I can see, but I ain't gonna lie, I can see why people would prefer to ship out a wig in a box because the styles, and you don't want your styles to get messed up if they're in a box. But once you put the wig net, the hair net over your wig, your style is protected. Your style is protected. It's not like a wig is made of glass and it's gonna get broke. Like, once it's packaged up nice, you put your little cushion on the inside, you got the hair net on there, it's in, you know, you got it in your bag, it's wrapped up however you wrap it up. That wig could get stepped on, that package can be thrown, 1,000 books can fall on top of that wig. It's not gonna mess up the wig. Like, the wig's not gonna get crushed like some ice or like glass. It's not gonna mess up the wig. You see how the wig is in this organza bag? Like, that is protecting the shape of the hairline. Like, you can't squish hair. I don't know if that's making sense to y'all, but yeah. I decided to give her like this free water bottle, this air bottle or whatever. And then what I'm showing y'all is I ran out of tape and I was not finna go to the store, y'all, because the post office finna close. I'm not finna go to the store and to the post office. All I had was this gift wrap tape way back from when I was wrapping Christmas presents. So I had to like just add a whole bunch of it to get the package closed or whatever. But wigs don't weigh that much, so I don't have to worry about the wig being too heavy and busting through the box because that's not gonna happen. The wigs are lightweight. But yeah, so I can kind of see why people have the idea like they need to ship their wig out in the box. You don't need to ship your wig out in the box. You can ship it out in a poly mailer. The same way your vendor ship you bundles and everything else in a poly mailer. Sometimes they do use a box. Sometimes they do use a box. But I promise you it's not gonna damage the wigs. I promise you it's not. I've been shipping out wigs for 5-6 years, for 6 years, because I've been in business for 7 years, and I started selling wigs to other people after my first year. I've been shipping out wigs for 6 years. Trust me. Trust me. Just trust me. But yeah, y'all made it to the end of the video. After I got done packaging that, y'all, I thought I was still recording. I guess I wouldn't. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next wig maker vlog. I plan to do these every week. Thanks for watching.